Good morning. It is Mrs. Eden again, here to teach you how to multiply and divide by 7. So we'll begin with our starter. Have a go at these questions, pause the video, and then press play once they are complete. Hello, we're back again. Right, let's whiz through the answers. So question number 1, 30 plus 12 is 42. I would have done 30 add 10, which is 40, and then I'd have added another 2. Next question, 15 add 6 is 21. And then the next question, 45 add 18 is 63. Okay, here we're practicing our times tables. We're actually practicing our 5 times tables as well as our 9s and our 6s and our 2s. 5 9s, 45. 2 9s are 18. 5 times 6 is 30. And 2 times 6 is 12. All of this is just revision. So now we have 35 add something is 42. The way I would answer this would be to use my inverse operation, and you find out what 42 take away 35 is, and the answer is 7. But you could also have started at 35 and counted up until you got to 42. And finally, double 21 is 42. We're going to double the 2 10s, which is 4 10s, and double the 2 1s, which is 2 1s. Okie dokie, let's move on to the main learning for today. Right, you have got some pictures here, and you have got to complete the sentences. Right, well, these shapes are called heptagons. Can you count how many sides each one has got? That's right, 7. So there are 4 heptagons. Each heptagon has 7 sides, so therefore there must be 28 sides altogether. We'll have a look at that as a number sentence. So we've got 7 add 7 add 7 add 7, which is 28. We can make our life easier though, because 4 7s are 28. Using the law of commutativity, 7 times 4 is also 28. Right, let's move on. Oh, here we go. We've got 4 heptagons again. And this time we're going to show this as an array. So it's a different representation. So I have got one row of 7, another row of 7, and another one, and another one. I have therefore got 7 columns and 4 rows. So 7 times 4 is 28, and 4 times 7 is 28. There you go. Okay, so now moving on, we're going to show this as a bar diagram. There's a single bar which is the number 7 in, and then another one, and another, and another. Okay, so the whole bar is equal to 4 times 7, which is 28. So 7 4s are 28 and 4 7s are 28. Let's use our related division facts. 28 divided by 4. So if I had a bar of 28 and I divided it into 4 equal groups, I would have 7 in each group, or 28 divided by 7. If I wanted to know how many groups of 7 I could fit into 28, the answer is 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Okay, so your turn. Have a go at questions 1 to 5 on the worksheet. Pause the video, and when you've finished, come back to me. Hello again, we're back. Right, here we go. 7 times 2. Now, we have little Mr. Turtle at the front saying, I don't know my 7 times tables yet. I've only learnt up to my 5 times table. Oh, and here's Dora, I think that's her name, saying, don't worry, you can use those to help you watch. So Dora is going to help Mr. Turtle here how to answer the question 7 times 2 using the times tables that he already knows, which is a brilliant strategy to use, children. So we know we want 7 times 2. Well, Mr. Turtle knows 5 times 2 is 10. So now he also knows that 2 times 2 is 4. So if we add those together, we can say that 10 and 4 is 14. So the answer to 7 times 2 is 14. As easy as that. Okay, so I can add lots of 5 lots and 2 lots together. Yes, you're right, Mr. Turtle, aren't you clever? Okie dokie. So now he's trying to do 7 times 3. So we've got 5 times 2 is 10. We're going to add another group of 7. And we've now got, let's have a look, 5 times 3 is 15. And we've now got 2 times 3 is 6, which gives us 15 and 6, which is 21. So you can see that very clearly in the array. If you've got 7 times 3, we're going to have 5 times 3, add 2 times 3. Okay, and the answer is 21. Can you do these ones? Have a think. How could you split 7 times 9 up using only your 5s and what else you know, and your 7 times 6 up using your 5 times table? Pause, think about it, jot it down. I'll be back in a minute. And here we go. Let's go through it. 7 9s. Okay, so we've got 7 times 9 here. I can split that up into 5 times 9, which is 45. So I know that because we've looked at our 5 times table and our 9 times table already. I know that 2 times 9 is 18. Once again, we know those two tables. Add those together and I get 63. So I've used what I know to help me calculate the answer to an unknown. Try with 7 times 6. Here we go. Oh, sorry. You could also subtract 7 from 70, like when we looked at the 9 times table. Yes, you could, because we know that 10 times 9 is 70. If we want 9 times, sorry, because we know that 10 times 7 is 70. If we want 9 times 7, we take off 7, which is 63. Sorry, I had to think about what I was doing there. Okay, so let's look at 7 times 6. So we've got 5 times 6 is 30. We've got 2 times 6 is 12. We'll put those together and we get 42. You can see that in the array picture there. And you could also have done 5 times 7 and add 1 times 7. Lots of ways to do it. Okay, let's move on to some division now. 42 divided by 7. So this time we're going to use what we know again. So our little fella here knows that 35 divided by 7 is 5. So he's going to use that to work out 42 divided by 7. Have a think. How can he do that? Let's see. So here is an array, and the array shows 5 lots of 7. 7 and 5. Okay, so we know that that is 35. That is his known fact. We're going to add another row of 7 at the bottom. So he's now got 6 rows of 7, which make 42. So using what he knew before, he now knows that 42 divided by 7 was 6. Another way of doing the same thing or something similar is that we can also know that 21 divided by 3 is 7. We've got to work out what 35 divided by 6. So 21 divided by 7, but if you have a look, we're looking at 42 divided by 7. Can you see a connection between the number 21 and the number 42? That's right. 42 is double 21, or 21 is half of 42. So here's the array, the one that we know. 3 times 7 is 21. Here's another array. So another 3 times 7 is 21. We know that double 21 is 42. So therefore 6 times 7 is 42. So 42 divided by 7 must be 6. And there you go. That's the end of my presentation today. You very luckily next week will have the proper lady teaching you these videos. But crack on with the worksheet, and if you're feeling really brave, there's another one that you can have a go at afterwards. Take care. Bye.